Hello everyone, good afternoon. Today we are going to learn about the querying data. So querying data, we are going to learn more about the select basic statements in SQL. What is SQL? SQL is a structured query language. It is used to manage and retrieve the data from the relational databases. What is relational databases? We are going to store the data in the rows and columns in the table format. If this is the format we are going to follow to store the data, then it is called the relational database. Structured query language, it is used to manage and retrieve the data from these kind of databases. What are the common tasks generally we use in the SQL statements? Querying data, that is select. Inserting data, that is insert. Updating data means you are going to modify the data. Deleting the data means you are going to remove the data from the database. So we focus on the select statement, the most commonly used SQL command. So we usually say it as a CRUD operation. Create, retrieve, update and delete. First I have to create the table in the database with certain number of columns and have to insert some set of records for those columns into the table. Then I will be able to see some of the records in the table. Using the select statement, I will be retrieving those records from the table. If I want to modify some data into the table, I have to use the update statement to modify the data into the particular table. If I want to remove some data from the table, then I have to go for the delete statement. So these are the basic CRUD operations normally we use in the database. Now we are going to see in particular about the select statement. Select column 1, column 2 and so on from table name. This is the basic syntax to use the select statement in SQL. Select name, age from employees. I have a table called employees. In that I have columns name and age. So I want to select these two columns from this table. For that, this employee table should have been created before with these columns and few records would have got inserted into this table, and if necessary you should have modified some records in this table, and then only we can select these. See, modification is not necessary, it is up to the requirement, but insertion of the record should be there in the table so that only you can use the select statement to retrieve the rows from these particular columns from the respective tables. Common classes in the select statement. Common classes are var class, order by, distinct and limit and top. Using the var condition, you are going to specify the condition for the select statement. For example, I am going to give a select statement to retrieve some number of 2 columns from the employee table where condition is the employee name like starts with A. The employee age should be greater than 35. So if I am going to mention some condition where age is greater than 30. So if I am going to mention some condition, then I have to use the var class. Now coming to the order by. Order by means you are going to sort the data. So you are going to order the data by the ascending order. If you want to do the ordering of data by descending order, you have to mention order by DESC. So var class is to filter the data into the select statement. Order by is used to give the data in the particular order either by ascending or descending. Distinct means it is going to remove the duplicates. So it is going to give the what are the exact number of cities. What are the cities have been included in this particular table. Limit and top. To restrict the number of rows, I am going to use the limit or top statement. Limit 5, top 5. Limit 5 supports in the MySQL, whereas the top 5 supports in the SQL server. For example, I have 2000 records in my database table. So I don't want to see all the 2000 records. In that, I want to see only the first 10 records or 20 records. For that, select star from the employee table, limit 10, limit 20, limit 200, top 200. If you give this, it is going to retrieve only the first 20 records, first 10 records and first 200 records from this database. These are the classes we will be using the SQL statement, which are very important and we will be using it very frequently. Example of the select statement is select name, department, salary from the employee table. So this employee table is having the name, department and salary column where salary is greater than 50,000, order by salary descending. So salary is greater than 15,000. So I am checking the condition salary should be greater than 50,000 using the where class, and I am going to order this salary descending order. Descending order means bigger number to smaller number. So this select statement comprisely what it is going to tell us, it is going to give the name, department and salary from the employee table where the salary is greater than 50,000, order by salary descending order. So it retrieves the employee name, department and salary, filters only the salaries above 50,000 and sort the results in the descending order. So this is the way how this select statement is going to work. Summary. Select retrieves specific data from the tables. Why we are using the select statement? It is going to retrieve the specific data from the table. It is going to use where condition, order by, limit to refine the results. You can use where class in the select statement to filter some condition. You can use the order by in the select statement to see the records in the sorted manner. You can give the limit condition to see only the number of records in the data from the database. SQL is case insensitive, but readability matters. Practice makes perfect. Experiment with the real data set. The more number of SQL queries you write and you practice, you will become more convenient when handling the SQL queries. I hope today's session was interesting. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to stay tuned to Provoke Trainings for more exciting content like this. If you have any queries for registering for this course, or if you need any upgraded content, please register your details in this below form given in this link. In this, you have to provide your name, mobile number, email ID and last name and whichever the course you want to register for. Please submit the details here. Our team will reach out to you for further queries. Thank you all.